I still feel like I make films as a graphic designer in some ways, in the sense that I take these bigger ideas and try to distill them down into like a really simple idea. So when you think about a logo, let's start with a big idea and then let's distill it down into a really simple, iconic mark.
Educated as a graphic designer, Matt Lambert quickly widened his horizons to a whole variety of creative disciplines, including photography, motion graphics, and especially cinema. Recently, Lambert directed his first fashion film for the Berlin-based brand Umasan.
I did my first official fashion film a few months ago for this client, Umasan. And it really felt like they were acting as more like a commissioner or a curator for like almost a patron of a short film, rather than really working with a client. The nice thing about it is that you're dealing with, your clients are other creative people. So if they're kind of tough to work with, it can be probably a nightmare. But if they're cool and you guys are in sync, it's actually like you're just a bunch of artists making stuff together versus working with somebody who is a brand manager at a bank. The fashion thing is still relatively new, I'd say, for me. I mean, I'd say much coming more from like a much more theatrical and like looking at, German expressionism and painting, and I think that's still like kind of the place that I'm going to mostly now for inspiration.
Sex often plays a major role in Lambert's work. Nowadays, his attitude towards the representation of sexuality in the media has changed.
Maybe like a third of the work that I'm doing is dealing with sort of sexuality and how sexuality has changed as a result of the internet and as a result of, not only the internet, but new technologies that have allowed us to capture stuff. So from, cameras on your phone and being able to shoot stuff much cheaper and much more spontaneously, to being able to share stuff and upload video very easily online, being able to download not only porn that's existing there really quickly and to be able to share that stuff, but also that people can post their own and download that stuff.
But I can't tell you the shades of gray and the rankings of various characteristics, but we see it doing its job.
What's happened even more recently is things like chat roulette and things like, Twitter and stuff like that as like real-time ways to share and stuff. So I think my work a few years ago was more commenting on the way things have changed because porn is so easily available, and it's maybe sort of diluting people's sexual consciousness a little bit because there's so much of it out there, and it's changing the way we look at sex because we're seeing so much of it perhaps. And now it's more like stepping back and just saying, I want to observe this conversation rather than making a statement on whether it's good or bad. There's always like a beauty in what I'm doing. So I think the subjects and some of the specific images by themselves can be sort of rough, but I'm trying to always have moments that are sort of moments of beauty and moments of, there's always something kind of, with the exception of maybe like fuck machines. Most of the films that I do, there may be dark moments, but there's always some sort of optimistic ending or some sort of resolution or some sort of change in our characters or in our environment that sort of are, yeah, I don't know, something positive there.